club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino. VIP stats. Look around the club. What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves. That's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can see him two.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Chillin' in the bill. There we again. Bottles in again. Up the cup, put it in.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight hits the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Allen going to audible to a different look. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down. Is fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. And not liking the look, they'll change the play. Now Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Tighten up. Regular.
Allen now looks to throw. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it in the cover.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Calvin Ridley, 67 yards. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook. Now second is short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here with another carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. On play action, Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Allen going to change it up. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Escapes the defender. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Algier, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
This is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. It's a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Allen. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Play action. Now it's Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Algier going straight ahead. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Allen going to change this at the line.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Alert!
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now an audible here into something else. To throw, it's Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Chigakakwa laying himself out in the end zone. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they get him down shy of the 20. put a drive together.
Here we go. 331.
Now it's Fields. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Here we go, Swat. Go.
Play action. It's Fields. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from a defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Easy. Here we go. Green 9. Right.
On play action, Fields. Finding Ertz again. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
Lions 14.
send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Like a robot. Its metal brain corrodes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Quick throw to Collins. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Algier now up the middle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd down and 4. To the air, Allen. This one taken in by Olave. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Round 80. Alert, alert, alert.
Allen going to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10.
56, 56.
Hey, read our team.
319.
Here's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shutting down. Whatever, I got your money up.
What's up?
On again, it's Algier. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, you know we go to direct this
teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a handoff to Algier. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Allen off the play fake. Throwing out right. But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a toss left side for Algier. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really stretch your defense.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They give to Algier on the option. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Allen. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Round 80. What's up?
They'll run for it with Algier, but he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He was taken down at the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 39-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Give downs here from the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Round 80. Alert.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Mitchell now off the option. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of one there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. 20! And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nico Collins, 45 yards. And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Lions will set up for the two-point.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for two.
26. Seahawks 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. From the pirate band.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Nice, 35.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, son. Go.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and 6. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Barkley out of the gun. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. 319, Jesse, shot.
Short one there, caught by Likely. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Here we go, tonight. 331, 330.
Barkley, inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. But now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First down, Seahawks.
Somebody got to do it. I'm in. Hey, somebody got to do it. I see the G. Watch him do it.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
319, that's right.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm the rookie getting them pictures from the other night. She gonna be upset if she keeps scrolling.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Turbo, sir. Go.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Here's Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
For a two-point conversion.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen. That's caught by Tolbert. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. He completes it to Alonso. He's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
10 more yards. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rides now on the foot of the kicker, Chad Riley. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to win this game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.